Hey Claiborne, I hope you're well. Say hello to Chaparral Park for me. So many bean burritos eaten there. Some weeks go by fast and some weeks go by slow. This week was a little bit like a slinky. I've spent most of my week at this desk working on things that I'm perpetually behind on, which means that I've spent a bunch of time looking at the flowers that Steph got me and the minifigs that I put together last week. Because this really is a great set of minifigs, what with the archaeologist and the Egyptian warrior guy, and then there's the snake charmer and the construction worker. There's a lot of different cultures represented in it. And this week, when I've been avoiding work and playing with minifigs instead, the thing that this set has made me think about is diversity. Because Lego is really just a toy, and so at the end of the day it's made to be bought by consumers, which means that it's mostly just going to conform to our stereotypes of other cultures, even though it does try to color outside of the lines sometimes, like it did give us a female samurai. And it makes me think a little bit about the way that I perceive Asian culture, mostly in terms of ninja and samurai, and occasionally mathematicians and scientists, but never really construction workers or singers. And that's duly noted for people from the Middle East, who I don't think Lego makes a minifig of that doesn't come with a turban, and I'm not sure that I would recognize them for their culture if they didn't. This guy, for the record, I think is from India, and I don't think it's called a turban. And maybe that's more tragic, because diversity is great. And what's not so great is to have as our only point of reference caricatures that reinforce our preconceived notions of people that aren't like us. Take, for instance, the Mexican minifigs. You have the maracas guy, the luchador, the mariachi, and Taco Tuesday guy from the Lego movie. And with the exception of the luchador, what all of these have in common is a sombrero and big mustaches. Is our only social context for Mexican men big hats and facial hair? The minifig series is great. It has a lot of cross-cultural appeal. It has goblins and aliens and kings and sumo wrestlers. It's a great way to expose us to some cultural archetypes and to have some fun along the way. I mean, where else would I be able to get a guy dressed up as a unicorn standing right next to an evil wizard? But maybe it's missing something. Maybe it's missing some of the details of the people that it's representing. And maybe so are we. I'll see you next Tuesday. Over and out.